We're talking about Ebola in our It's the Law segment tonight. The Texas hospital that treated Thomas Eric Duncan, the first person with Ebola in the U.S. who died, they actually settled with Duncan's family. Now, the terms of the settlement haven't been released, but some questions come from all of this. Jay Davis is here to talk about this a little bit more. Jay, what happened, just to give a little context to people at home, the hospital treated Duncan initially, said that he didn't have Ebola-like symptoms, let him go on his way. Then he actually came back to the hospital, said he felt sicker, that they determined that he had Ebola, and then he later died from that. So, Jay, the question would be is, how can someone prove malpractice from a hospital or a doctor or a physician?
Well, the main thing about malpractice is you have to prove that there was some standard that should have been met by the hospital or doctor or whatever the case may be that wasn't met. You have to establish that standard. In this particular case, the hospital sort of acknowledged that they had failed that standard. What my understanding is that the problem was initially came in with the symptoms that should have been diagnosed with all the information that was there that day before he was released to go back, and that because he had to be gone for a couple of days and then back, that during that time it got worse, and that likely contributed to the problems. And that standard was not met on that initial contact.
Gotcha. Interesting note from all of this as well. The hospital actually took out several ads in a Dallas paper saying how they are sorry about the mishandling that they had in all of this, and they also are donating money and starting a charitable trust for Ebola victims out in Africa. Now, another question that came up out of all of this was, if someone dies in a hospital, and the hospital, does the hospital, can they give a family the fees?
Yes.
Yeah.
The estate, they actually can't give it. A lot of people wonder, they come, somebody's passed away or something, they go, I don't want to have all their debt. They've got all these bills. Another person will never catch their debt. It won't be attributed to the other person. However, if that person has an estate, has a home, has money in the bank, those kind of things, the hospital or the doctor or whatever can make a claim against the estate, and whoever's handling that estate, the executor or whatever, can then negotiate with the hospital to either be able to pay it, or if they're unable to pay it, to walk away from it or whatever. But they're not going to be personally liable for that debt themselves.
Gotcha. Real quick, what's coming up on It's the Law this weekend?
It's the Law this weekend. We're talking about bankruptcy and what you can do in certain cases. Student debt is generally not dischargeable in a bankruptcy, and we're going to talk about how exactly that works and the different nuances to bankruptcy.
Gotcha. Excellent topic there, Jay, and thank you so much. And as always, we want to hear from you. What legal issues have been on your mind, or are you in trouble with the law? Remember, all your questions can remain anonymous. You just have to send an email. It's real easy to itsthelaw@41nbc.com, and we'll do our best to answer it right here on the news at 6. When we come